So, as you can see here, we have a video from one O'Shea Duke Jackson. He decided to make a video in response to a video I made titled Manosphere Niggas. And I'll put that, the link to that will be, the link to the video he's even responding to or talking about will be in the comment section. Now, when I made that video, I didn't mention any names. I just, spoke generally about Manosphere niggas from what I've seen. And apparently, O'Shea is the spokesman for the Manosphere, one of many, could be one of many spokesmen for the Manosphere. But what I spoke about him in general. And you can tell immediately, even based on this title, that this is the type shit these niggas be on. It says, Cynthia G's baby daddy, Team Rob, comes for the Black Manosphere defending sisters, and guess who's mad? Now, any man in the Manosphere would have just said, Robert Perkins comes for the Black Manosphere defending sisters. Like, it would have just been my name. You go talk about the video, you talk about the points I made, you talk about the things I said, and you debunk them. You prove them to be idiotic. That's what you do. I've seen people do that on YouTube. They'll play videos, pause them, talk about the commentary. We're about to do it here. I'll show, I'll be giving an example of what I mean by me actually practicing what the fuck I'm preaching here. I'll show what I mean and what they should do and what I've seen them do to other people's videos, and they could do them to mine. Just play it, debunk the point. So whatever you got to do. Call me a fucking idiot based on the talking points that I'm having or something that I've said. I would think men, quote unquote men in the Manosphere would be that type of people. They fashion themselves as very intelligent and highly intellectual, higher than any other type of black man out here, right? We're going to play O'Shea's video. The disrespect has already happened in the title because we can't have a conversation. We'll get to more of that here in a little bit. But I'll play it. I'm going to be pausing it so y'all can see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I've been on YouTube since early 2015. Mm-hmm. And when I came into YouTube, you had the Advise show, which was Phil Scott. There was Tommy Sotomayor that was quite popular. Boyce Watkins was still popular. Tariq Nasheed was just getting on the platform. I think he's kind of popular too. But another guy that was popular was Team Rob, okay? And I forgot what his other name was. He's had...
got my picture out here, don't he? Got me in the truck, chilling and shit. Got me in the truck, chilling and shit, running my motherfucking mouth about some shit, right? Talking about some shit. Boy, done got my picture out here in the streets like this. That's what's up, though. And the other name was the nigga with the tattoos. That's what I was before, just in case anybody wanted to know.
Many different channels. Some of them have been shut down, but Robert Perkins.
Yeah, okay? They shut me down. They shut me down. Some of y'all know that. They shut my first channel down. I had about 90K subs on there. Back before, YouTube was what it was now. Back in the day, I had about 90K subs. Then they shut me down for bullying white people. Because it was cool when I wasn't talking about racism and shit. Once I took that turn to start talking about racism the way I talked about racism and the idea and the practice of white supremacy, then that's when they decided to get me the fuck up out of there. It was a video that I did about white people actually being the ones who look like monkeys because I got tired of seeing them disrespectfully falsely say that we the ones look like monkeys. So I put a video out where we had the white folk face and then we had the monkey faces, and the similarities were undeniable, right? Like, it ain't us, you know what I'm saying? And then they struck my channel. They deleted that channel for that video. But let's get back into what O'Shea has to say today.
And Robert Perkins is actually a really good YouTuber.
Well, thank
I've
you.
seen his channel that was taken down before. I've been following for some time. He's a good YouTuber. I really think that he really didn't understand how the business really worked long term. But and he somehow got out of the business.
See, and that's a little slide. Like, you know, you can make an assumption like that. You can say that I was just ignorant. You could do that. I didn't know how the business worked. Like that already disrespectful. Why wouldn't you check with somebody and ask them how to be? I know exactly how the business is working. I didn't want to be a part of it. I saw who was, would be popular and things like that. And the shit that they was doing, I knew I wasn't going to do it. I was not going to shy away from the caves. We not going to not bang on them. I don't give a fuck if we was talking about even black folk out here doing this cooning. I wasn't going to shy away from topics about the homosexuals or the LGBTQ. I'm not going to shy away. So it's not that I didn't understand the business. I wasn't going to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could have made videos about black women all day. I mean, we understand that those types of channels, when you have people that either have videos where they going in on black men or people who have videos going in on black women, those shows or those channels will be popular. I could have done that. It's not that I didn't understand that. It's that I didn't want to do it. Not willing to sacrifice, not willing to even sacrifice to this day. I'm just not going to do what everybody else willing to do. That doesn't mean I don't understand the business. That means, nah. Let's continue.
It is serious, but he was a guy that was close to 100,000 subscribers. He was making money, I'm pretty sure. But
he was.
One of the things that Rob is known for is not necessarily his content as much, but this whole situation that he got with Cynthia G getting her pregnant, adding yet another baby on his list of baby mamas, according to some. But the reason why I'm talking about this particular video is because Mr. Perkins, Team Rob, made a video at the Black Manosphere. Now, the reason why...
let me pause it right there. Because I didn't know how long he was going to go on about my so-called, or is he got another baby mama, try to say that shit real gangster right there and shit, right? So people understand, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, if you've been following me even before when I was the nigga with the tattoos, you knew I had kids, and you knew I had kids with multiple women then. This isn't something that was doxed. Wasn't something that was discovered. This was something I used to actually talk about. I would actually post pictures of my kids on social media. I even had, I think I had one of my daughters in my video one time, just sitting there chilling with me and shit while I was doing a video at one time. So I would do that. But then what happened was people started threatening the lives of my kids. If they was mad about something I'm saying on YouTube, they were threatening the lives of my children. They was wishing death on them and all this shit. And of course, when you have this type of environment being created, I'm like, well, why the fuck can't nobody just talk about what I'm talking about? Why do they have to go to either saying things about my kids or saying I'm molesting my kids or wishing death on them, threatening their lives? Like, why does it have to make that type of turn, right? And I assumed it was the case, but then it started being people that was mad about what I was saying about black folks. So black folks started saying shit about my kids and shit. And I was just like, okay. So let me stop doing that. Let me stop putting pictures of them up. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop doing all that. There's still the pictures that's on there is on there. I didn't delete anything, but I don't do that anymore because people started acting like that. And I actually wanted the motherfucking smoke. As a parent, you're going to want the smoke. Okay, motherfucker, you want to come for my motherfucking kids? Just come for me. It's okay. I'll be outside. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me start being like that. Because I got tired of motherfuckers. If you got something to say it to and about me. That's how it's supposed to go. But it started getting out of hand. So I stopped posting my kids. I stopped, even talking specifically about my kids like that. Because motherfuckers was acting too wild about it after a while. After they started getting mad about what I was saying about white supremacy. Because at one time it was cool. But once I started talking about the practice of white supremacy, how these motherfuckers be out here acting, then it became where I'm getting all types of weirdo ass threats and ain't nobody coming to see me. And I'm still out here to this day in the streets, just in case you wanted to know. Like, I'm still here. I ain't go nowhere. If you want to come, come. But after my kids were old enough to read and was seeing this shit, okay, well, why is this being said? What the fuck is going on here? Why is this in the comments? Then as a parent, you gotta be like, okay, well, let me just get them out of that situation. They know how to read. Even the shit y'all been talking about me now, they're like, well, Dad, why these people saying this stuff about you and shit? Like, why they have to act like that? They saying shit that ain't true. They saying anything. Like, why are they talking like that? And I have to try to explain why people talking like that. I have to try to explain that. And that part, I'm like, like these motherfuckers, man. But let's get back into it.
This video was because someone inboxed him and called him a simp. He didn't respond to that guy, so he decided to make a video called Manosphere Jiggas, right? And so he decided that he wanted to come after the whole entire...
You see what he just did there? Manosphere Jiggas? Because what happens is if you are going to be, making money off YouTube, you got to talk in a coded language. You got to talk like that. One of the things about the business that I don't fuck with, you got to talk like that. You got to say jiggers. You got to not cuss. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do what they want you to do. You got to present your content like they want you to actually make money off YouTube. And I ain't with it.
Now, I will say this before I get into the nitty gritty of what he's talking about. I have heard Mr. ElijahwaPerkins make videos before holding men accountable and women accountable too.
Okay,
so I will say he tends to have a somewhat of a balanced viewpoint.
And people got to give me credit for that. You got no fucking choice. You can get on my videos and be mad. But you don't really have a choice but to say that I be fair. If I'm on ass, I be on ass. Like, it just is what it is. Both sides, let's get it. We all in this shit together. That's me. If nothing else, that's me. Now, that type of content isn't as popular on YouTube. It's sad, really, honestly. It's sad. People have a tendency to lean. I see them doing that. That Michael Jackson video, I think it was Smooth Criminal, wasn't it? Motherfuckers gonna lean to one side or the other to maximize profits. Okay? It's basic business shit. To maximize profit, motherfuckers gonna do that MJ lean.
Content in which that I have seen. I haven't seen like a whole great deal of it, but what I have watched...
You should have watched more.
Seems to be that he calls things right down the line. Very similar to what I would think, being balanced. So I will give him that. But he says that this guy said that Rob...
Watch yoga videos ad-free and practice uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Like, who has time for that? Like, come on.
Bring a trip, get filter back.
Like, who has
but you
time
can't
for
go
this?
wrong with Hotels.com.
My bad, y'all.
Rob doesn't hold black women accountable. And he says that black men in the manosphere want to tear black women down to make her feel like she is unworthy of a man. So, and make her so low that she will want to then get with us. Okay? And, we're tearing the women down who give birth to us.
Right.
Right? I'm just kind of going over some of the things, and we're asking women, what do they bring to the table? But what are black men bringing to the table? All we ask, all we feel that we need to do is work and give money, but we don't need to give any provision. We don't need to be able to solve problems. We're not bringing the right energy to her. So those conversations are not being had. All that's being had is what we need to do as far as bringing money. And obviously, Mr. Perkins is not very familiar with Black Manosphere content. This is something that is very...
Now, Hold on, I'm gonna actually let him finish that. He called me ignorant.
Of what he's trying to accomplish because he doesn't really understand what he's talking about.
Right.
We have plenty of content that is related to certain parts of self-development, a lot of levels of accountability, a lot of levels of understanding your own mistakes and not blaming women for everything. That goes on a lot in the community, but when you don't really understand...
See, and here's the thing, man. And here's the thing. To say that I don't understand, and I'm watching what y'all are doing, to say that I'm ignorant, and this is what y'all are presenting. I only have the perception I have about the Manosphere is based on the content I've seen from the Manosphere. I will not sit here and say there aren't some where they talk about self-development of men and creating businesses and black men working together to be successful. There is a small sector of that going on. But by and large, what y'all do is talk shit about black women. That's not my fault that's my perception. That's what you're presenting. If you want to change the image that you're presenting, then y'all should work on doing that. Y'all should hold guys that do that accountable. Like, yo, y'all ain't part of us. If all you gonna do, you spend the majority of your motherfucking time talking shit about black women and how you don't want them no more and how you ain't gonna fuck with them no more. You can only say that once. I mean, logically. You can say that one time and then we heard you. But to dedicate content to this very idea is trash. And that's what a lot of Manosphere niggas do. That's not my fault. I didn't present y'all like that. I'm not in charge of, running y'all's PR. Y'all ain't put me in charge of shit. I would have been struck you motherfuckers down like, yo, y'all going in the wrong direction. You already said you don't fuck with them. Get to the building with black men stuff. Let that be what's out front. Right? But that's not what y'all doing. And you checking me, calling me ignorant, because that's how a lot of y'all are presenting yourselves. Not my fault.
What you're talking about, you will see anything because, hey, some guy messaged you on Instagram. So because some random guy did that, well, let's cover the whole black manosphere because this is how I feel, and I feel like ranting in the truck when I'm not really making that much sense. Okay?
Now he wants to go along and say, I'm not making sense. I'm just ranting off in my truck, right? Because I got an issue, right? And all of a sudden issue. See, not really being genuine here, because this isn't all of a sudden. You motherfuckers been talking about me for years now. We can honestly use the term years. Y'all been talking about me. Not about my content, not debunking my content. You're talking about me as it relates to Cynthia G. That's what y'all have been doing. And to sit here and act like y'all haven't been doing that and act like I just came out of left field because some guy messaged me is bullshit. It's not honest. You're not telling the full story. Y'all niggas been talking about me. I was nowhere around. Been in these trucks, as you say, in my truck. I haven't been around. I ain't said nothing to none of you motherfuckers, but y'all continue to make videos about me and the fact that I have multiple kids with multiple women. That's what y'all keep doing. I ain't talked about how many kids none of you niggas got and who by. That wasn't me. That ain't been me for years. That's been y'all.
He also talks about baby daddies. We want to criticize black women for how many baby daddies they have, but, not why or how long they're in a relationship before she had those kids. Now that's very interesting. Now I don't want to use it as an ad hominem, but if you think about this situation that he's describing, this is exactly what Cynthia G said about Robert Perkins. What do black men talk about? Black men say that sisters are dealing with guys that don't want to be married, that don't want to be fathers or stay-at-home fathers. They're not responsible. So we say that women who do that, should not do that. So of course, guys hold women accountable to that. And that's the same thing that happened with you. And I'm not trying to make an ad hominem here, but you're really explaining your situation, it's kind of like damn if I do, damn if I don't. I don't even know if he's got.
See, here's the thing. As he says all of that, as he turns it back into being about Cynthia, not actually my talking points, not what I'm saying, not that I'm giving credit to the fact that I know that a lot of times, myself included, women have been involved with guys that they shouldn't have been involved with. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. So it's like, how do I have this confused? How am I saying the wrong thing? Because I have to factor in that all the women who are single mothers, by you guys' definition, some of these niggas is trash. Okay? Some of these niggas is trash. It can't be all the woman's fault. That's an impossibility. I have been the said trash. That's being honest. That's holding myself accountable. That's not ignoring a whole nother side of this story. Y'all want to ignore the other side. I don't ignore the other side. You use me for an example. I use me for an example. That doesn't mean anything. I don't have that confused.
And he even says that, we're drifting from reality. Team Rob, bro. What do you mean drifting from? Where do you live? Wait, what country are you in?
You see what I'm saying? These niggas are drifting from reality. Because to sit here and act like, men is just, already done, I guess, good for the role. Just good for the role. They perfect. They, out here doing their motherfucking best. But everybody not doing that. There is a sector of men not doing that. To ignore that is dishonest. That's why I say y'all be drifting from reality. Because you can't talk about the women who are pregnant without talking about the men who got them pregnant. You can't do that. You can't just say that she got all these baby daddies. You can just say that. I guess I'm not saying you can't say that. You can say that, but there's another side to that story. As to where these niggas went. At least as it pertains to the children, not the romance. We're not talking about the romance aspect. I'm not going to sit here and say that everybody you got a kid with is your motherfucking soulmate. You're supposed to marry him and all this shit. Like I based on reality, again, I like to stay in reality. That's just not true. Not saying that. But as it pertains to the kids, you still got to raise your kids. You still need to be a part of the kid's life. As it pertains to the kids. That's reality.
What you're talking about? It's laughable to hear these guys,
these guys
come onto the platform as if they didn't got no problems. Well, bro, you're documented. All right? Now, let's give you the benefit of the doubt now, but now I got to get you.
Okay, now you got to get
documented as having multiple baby mamas all over the country. Okay?
You hear this? This is what I'm saying. This is what they're able to do. They're able to put out any information they want. Motherfuckers, I'm the one who told y'all. I'm not documented as anything. I can't be documented as anything. This is information that was already presented to you by me. All over the country. Now y'all just make up whatever you want. You say anything? Like, are you just being hyperbolic? Just for flair? Just putting out false information just for flair? All over the country? Where do my kids live? Where do their mothers live? Good chance you don't know. So you just saying shit. Because that's what y'all like to do.
This is my baby mama that you had, who, by the way, is known as probably one of the best black male bastards in the world. This is who you got pregnant. And then you want to come from the manosphere. I just don't get it. Everybody's flawless in the black community. You said that too. And that is true. People don't want to talk about the excellent report card. Like you don't. And see this.
Now see, and here's the thing now. He's saying I don't take accountability. This is he went the long way around saying I don't know how to take my L's. I don't take accountability. I have never, not once, bragged about my situation, told other guys to do my situation. I've held myself accountable for my situation. I always have. I hold myself accountable. This is why I can talk about it. This is why I talk about it. I talk about how y'all motherfuckers act, but y'all don't tell the full story. This is why I can talk about it. I hold myself accountable. I know the mistakes I've made in life. And since you can't reverse kids away, the only other way you can hold yourself accountable is by raising them. That's the only way you can do it. You got to raise them. That's how I hold myself accountable. Not running off like a lot of fathers do. Regardless of the situation, regardless of how many baby mamas it is, like, regardless of all of that, you got to raise them. How is that not me holding myself accountable?
I'm talking about a lot of guys out here who, feel like they need to have the position to be able to speak and talk about certain things. When they're guilty of the same thing they're talking about. That's what's wrong with the black community right now. That's like certain guys should just be shutting up. Right. Like he's one of them. Like bro, like go over there, drive the trucks.
Right.
Okay. And just do that. Like pick your loads up, bro, and just chill.
You see what I'm saying? Now he's able to tell me I shouldn't even be able to have an opinion. Not once did he debunk anything I said in my videos. In the video he's talking about, all he said was that I'm ignorant. I don't know what I'm talking about. Instead of proving it. You prove I don't know what I'm talking about. You prove it. Tell me I'm tripping. You don't just say I'm ignorant. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to be shutting up and just driving trucks and dropping off my loads and shit, right? You don't just say no shit like that. You prove how completely fucking stupid I am. And you didn't do that. I don't even know if that was your goal to attempt to do that, but you didn't do that. All you said was, so far all you've said was, nigga, you fuck with Cynthia and you got multiple kids with multiple women. You didn't deal with anything I said in the 13-minute video, 12 or 13-minute video. But I should shut up.
Because really, you're a hypocrite to your own message. You're a smart guy. I like how you break things down.
Oh, thank you.
But you're a hypocrite to what you're talking about.
Right.
You don't live what...
Would you have used Roundup Weed Killer if you had known that it would be linked to over 100,000 cases of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma?
What you're talking about?
Let me go back so y'all can catch that before the goddamn commercial too. Hold on. So y'all can hear him out.
Smart guy. I like how you break things down.
I'm a smart guy.
But you're a hypocrite to what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You don't live what you're talking about. Okay?
Now notice how he calls me a hypocrite for what I'm talking about, but doesn't tell me what I'm talking about that makes me a hypocrite. What was said? Give specifics. If you're going to come for me, come for me. I'm cool with that. I've told any of you motherfuckers y'all can come for me. Hit me with some specifics. How am I not qualified to be talking? Like, what's taking me out of the realm of qualification here? What am I saying on my videos that takes me away from being qualified to speak? What is that video? Where is it? Quote me. What have I said? The government forcing vaccines on y'all? He got kids with multiple women. He can't talk about that. How much sense does that make? These caves racist as hell. No, hell no. He don't get to just be out here talking about this type of shit. He got multiple kids with multiple women. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But this type of shit they'll say. I'm not qualified. I'm a hypocrite. How? Tell me how. Tell me what I said. That's how you prove somebody's a hypocrite, not just say it.
You just don't. And you're the kind of guy that black men complain about. Like, look, you got these babies by the guy that ain't gonna be with you. So we're supposed to clean up that mess. I mean, hello? Who wants to deal with some lady after Team Rob has already messed them up? Does that make sense? And this is what we're dealing with right now in the black community. People who want to have a voice, who don't need to be in the conversation.
You see? He still hasn't said anything that would show how I don't need to be saying anything. I'm the type of guy y'all complain about. Cool. I'm the type of guy y'all complain about. But you don't tell me what I'm saying that's causing these so-called complaints. You talk about y'all having to clean up a mess, assuming that there's a mess there. You're completely assuming there's a mess there. There's something to be cleaned up. Something that you got to do. But if a man have women with multiple children, in the manosphere, I would figure in this space, you guys would give some credit to, the guys that in the manosphere that have kids with multiple women. Now, of course, they can blame the moms. They can do that because that seems to be y'all's talking point. I don't do that. How am I not qualified? I don't do that. I'm not going to sit around doing it, acting like, well, it's all her fault. That's what y'all do. Based on my experience and holding myself accountable, I can't do that with y'all. I can't listen to you do it. That's the point. Y'all are comfortable just completely pointing the fingers at your kids' moms, the men in the manosphere. That's what y'all congregate on. And if it's your kids' moms, then that's just women. I mean, she becomes the representation for most women out here, whatever beef you got with her. So y'all can come to a common ground just talking about women, because this is the source of your pain. This is the source of all your problems. So y'all can do that. Y'all can come to that common ground. Same way that black women do it online too. They can come to that common ground. That I got an issue with a black man or two. Well, I'm just going to act like all these niggas is just like that. Same thing. Y'all are doing the exact same thing. It's uncanny how similar it looks. And for y'all to always be so mad at each other when y'all are literally doing the same shit. Like, it's weird.
Okay. Certain people in the black community don't even need to be there.
I don't even need to be
They should be somewhere else. Not here, but somewhere else.
Right.
Because at a certain point, you got to live what it is that you're talking about. And like George Macon says, on YouTube.
You see? I'm not living what I'm talking about. Now, again, if you listen to my videos, you know what I be talking about. How am I not living what I be talking about? How is that possible? I can't go back in time and do no shit like that. I can't go back in time. I don't have that ability. You know what I'm saying? Don't got no cool ass DeLorean sitting on the front yard. I can't go back in time and do anything about what I've done in the past. But how the fuck am I not living what I be talking about? And what I talk about is black folk killing their inner coon within themselves and having black pride and not being scared or being cowardly in front of these caves. That's what I talk about. Like, raise your children. That's what I talk about. How am I not living what I talk about? Give examples. When you niggas come on here and want to talk about me, give examples. Just depose what I'm talking about. Take that piece out of my video. I won't give you niggas no copyright strikes. Take it out. Find the video. Take that piece out and put it there. And prove how I'm not living what I'm talking about. You can't just, now again, in your spaces, y'all can just say stuff like that. That's like me coming out here saying, well, white supremacy is real, but I'm not going to lay out the facts to show you exactly what I mean. Institutional racism is real, but I ain't going to lay out the facts. The caves be out here wilding, but I'm not going to lay out the facts. I'm going to just say it. Lay out the facts. If I'm not living what I'm saying. Proud black man. No coon shit going on over here. Raising my kids. Regardless of the situation that was brought into the world in. How is it possible to say that I'm not living a life? Hold your head up in front of these fucking caves. Do not bite your tongue when you're telling the truth. How am I not living what I talk about? And I have channels that you can go look at. Since y'all, Manosphere, I'm imagining that research is a part of this shit. Unless y'all just be talking and don't know what y'all be talking about. Unless that's what you saying y'all do. Like, come on, man. You don't get to just say shit like that. I'm not living what I'm talking about.
You can be the butcher, the baker, or the candlestick maker. Mm-hmm. You can be anybody you want to be. Say any goddamn thing, as if people won't forget. Bro, we know you. I mean, we don't know you personally, but we know about you, enough about you to know that you don't know what you're talking about right here. You just don't.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. And you've said this more than once, but you're not even pulling out what I don't know what I'm talking about. You're not even pulling it out. What did I say? What did I say? That was so out of control. Out of all the videos that I make talking about racism, telling black people how to have pride, you get this video. The one titled Manosphere niggas. And this is the area where I'm all the way off, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. Even though you said I was smart towards the end, but I'm an idiot, clearly. Because I'm keeping it real. And other motherfuckers telling half the story. Like, what? Like, oh my God. Like, he said that shit, sometimes George Macon said something about a butcher or something and a candlestick maker. Like, I'm creating a life. I ain't creating no life. The reason you even was able to say what you said about me in this video as far as me driving trucks, because I tell people that I haven't created a life. I'm being who I am. I'm not being fake. I'm not acting like I'm flawless. I've told many people many times I've been a coon. I had to kill the inner coon within me. That's what I invite other black people to do with me. I've done the work. How the fuck can you sit here and say some shit like that? I'm not living what I'm talking about. Come on, man.
You need to be quiet.
Right.
All right? And the reality is that, as far as talking about Manosphere guys, bro, you don't even know if that guy was even in the Manosphere at all.
Right.
If there was something that you wanted to address to him, why would you man enough to just address it in the inbox?
I wasn't man enough to address it in his inbox. That's another, little subtle attack on my manhood. Just an attack on my manhood real quick. Just for, shits and giggles at this point. When I explained why I didn't address him in the inbox, I explained why. Because I get tired of you niggas talking to me, man. And I get tired of typing to niggas. I get tired of it.
If somebody, came from the black feminist community and sent me a DM on Instagram, whatever I'm going to say it to that person.
Right.
I'm not going to just come in, to the whole community of people and start calling them, bitch ass people and all this other stuff. These things that you're saying.
Yes, I called y'all bitch ass niggas. But see, what you gotta understand, O'Shea, what you have to understand is that y'all niggas been talking about me for years, man. Like, this, to not be honest about that, to not address that at all in this video thus far, and it's almost over. You haven't addressed it once, that y'all been talking about me for years. You not gonna address that? I ain't been talking about y'all. I ain't talked about you, your kids' mamas, your kids. I ain't talked about nobody's nothing. Y'all been talking about me for years. Manosphere niggas. The so-called Manosphere niggas. And you don't mention that once. Talk about how sick that is. How feminine that is, Manosphere. To be talking about me, I ain't said shit about y'all. Getting on my channel, watching my content, you're not around for my live streams, ain't nobody listening to anything I'm actually saying, but you gonna come here and tell me I'm not living the life I'm talking about. Like, how is that possible? But you the smart one. I'm the dumb one. I'm the dumb one. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you so goddamn smart.
Which is relatively uncalled for. Just say anything.
Right.
Okay? I'm going to deal with that person themselves. You don't even understand the community you're coming from.
Right.
The business content that we have. Like, the kind of stuff that you never talk about in your community.
The business content that they have. I said myself that those men are concerned with money. And you continuously highlight the business content. That's what I said, O'Shea. And by that money that you guys make and talk about making, that puts you in a position that puts you up over other black men. The Pookies and Ray Rays y'all talk about a lot. That puts you up over them. You're talking about all this business stuff that y'all got out here, and you know damn well that most of it is celebrity junk or talking about black women. Like, that's what y'all do mostly. Why are you acting like I'm so left field right now?
Because there's no ecosystem built in what you do. Like, it's just broke babble. All right? That's what you do. Broke babbling about nothing. Okay?
Isn't that interesting? I'm broke babbling about nothing. Now, he knows I'm broke based on, I have no idea whether he got my W-2s or he didn't have me, somebody come investigate me or something like that. I would have wanted him to present that evidence to call somebody broke and prove that they are indeed broke. I don't know too many people that call truck drivers broke, but he could live. Again, these guys have skewed reality to make it. Dude, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Broke babble. Don't prove that I'm broke. Just say I'm broke, because y'all say the same shit that black women be saying about y'all is they call y'all broke to devalue y'all. That's exactly what you're doing. But they're wrong for doing it to black men. But if you do it to black men on a video where you don't present my W-2s or even talk about how much I make a year or come ask me how much I make a year, not a whole lot of money, but broke, I wouldn't be classified as broke. Now, of course, I'm going to call myself broke. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not classified as broke, sir. Now, you could argue that I would have more money if I didn't have these children. You could argue that. If I wasn't taking care of these kids, you could argue I would have more money, more disposable income, if you will. You could have had an intelligent argument right there, but you did not. You just said it's broke babble. Because I can't find an ecosystem in what I do. I could just do what you niggas do. I could just do what y'all do. I mean, there's already an ecosystem created if we're just dealing with somebody who wants to make money, somebody who don't want to be so broke. Wouldn't they just do what y'all do? Get me a channel where I deal with celebrity junk. Wouldn't I just do that? Huh? I know there's no ecosystem, as you call it, in what I do. I still do it. I can monetize my channel, make videos like y'all, and my channels will grow just like everybody else's. It's a formula to this shit, really. But of course, I'm too ignorant to know any of this information. I don't even know this stuff that I'm saying right now, right? Broke babble is all I be doing. You see what I'm saying? These are motherfuckers, though.
Kind of, and I don't mean you have some few points here and there, but ultimately,
here and there, right?
You're a good YouTuber, but ultimately it's broke babble. That don't make it bad.
Broke babble.
Or anything that bad, but it is broke babble because it's like you don't know what you're talking about. You're hypocrite to your own message. So if you don't believe in nobody that listens to you, should believe it either. Broke babble. So guys, what do you think about?
And that's the end of the video. Now look, I'm gonna go through a couple of these comments to deal, because I want to deal with these Manosphere niggas. This is my last time even addressing y'all, so you know I'm gonna deal with y'all, all the little shit y'all be saying, give y'all ways that y'all could try to say something that's real, like other than this whole shit y'all be on. Cause O'Shea, you didn't do anything. You ended by saying it's broke babble. Assuming that I'm broke. I guess I live under the bridge, even though I got the same internet and nice little room set up, and you know what I'm saying? I am taking care of kids and shit like that. But broke babble, like that was your end point? I'm a hypocrite, even though you didn't prove I was. I would have to be going against something I'm saying. That's what makes a person a hypocrite. What am I saying that I'm going against, that I'm not living? You didn't say anything, bruh. You talked. You put Cynthia's name in the title. Didn't talk about anything I talked about. So I would argue that's broke babble to me. Man. These is comments, man. These comments. Child support comments. I'll get crushed if I ever go against the Black Manosphere. Like, how would I be crushed? That doesn't make any sense. If I was on here doing stuff for money, my channels would be monetized. They're not even monetized. I don't do this shit for money. Like, what the fuck? You niggas make up anything. You just gonna present the case that I'm on child support? Like, you niggas don't ask questions. Y'all make statements based on the people that you know. I'm not like the people that y'all know. I may have done some of the actions of the people that y'all know. I may have made some of the same missteps of the people that y'all know. But my resolve was different than y'all's. That's what y'all not respecting. Like, my resolve is different than y'all's. I don't have to get on here and do shit for money like that. On child support? Are you just saying anything? You ain't asking me if I was on child support. Just because you are, you know somebody that is, I gotta be. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all gonna crush me? Like, I'm a Pookie and a Ray Ray and all this stuff. How y'all gonna crush me? How would a Manosphere crush me? By continuing to say the same thing over and over again? Saying I got multiple kids and multiple women? You can't crush me with that. Like, that's not crushing me. I know y'all think that that's a big blow, but that's not really, y'all been saying that now for years. Y'all didn't say much when I told you, when I was talking about it on my videos and stuff. But y'all been saying it now for years. If that's all you can say to a person over and over again, that's not crushing them. That's not doing anything to me. Because the kids y'all talking about love me. So, talking about those kids don't really do anything. It's disrespectful. But it don't do anything. You can't keep saying it over and over again. Y'all have to prove that I'm not living the life that I'm presenting using the content that I present to you. That's what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all in the comments. Going in. I need to go take care of my kids. I do. Like, what the fuck? Look at this shit. This ain't anything. His kids are going to struggle through life without the guidance of a father who is a real part of their lives. Like, just saying anything. I'm not even a part of my kids' lives now. Is it harder to be there? Yes, it is. It is harder to be there. But I get them together. We all be together. I wouldn't sit here and say it's easier. It is harder, but I'm doing it. How you gonna say my kid's gonna struggle? How? Look at this. Worried about my dick. Tariq roasted me. Okay. Right. Motherfucker saying anything. Anything. Y'all should go read these fucking comments. Of course, I'm not gonna sit here and read them all. Somebody's shouting them out for saying I hold both sides accountable. Would somebody consider interviewing me? No, I don't think they're going to interview me. No. Sometimes black men will say anything for money. Targeting black women is the key to fast money and liking in the community. Agree with them on anything, and they say anything they say, and you'll be God. Now, imagine somebody saying that I'm saying anything for money. Imagine that. My channels aren't monetized, but I'm saying what I'm saying about money. Like, come on, man. I want you niggas, and again, you can go look at the comments. I'm not gonna read through all them goddamn comments. But what I will say is that you Manosphere niggas can come from me. I don't mind that. But after a while, saying that I got multiple kids with multiple women, you're gonna have to stop saying that, because that doesn't have anything to do with what I say on my channels. At all. I hold black men accountable. Myself included. I know that may piss y'all off. I might have called a couple of y'all a coon at one point or another. I don't know. If you was doing some shit, I don't know what your issue is fully with me. But the least you could do is come check out the content, critique the content, and, destroy what I'm saying, murder what I'm saying. I'm inviting you to do so. Talking to me about Cynthia, no. Disputing the things that I'm saying in my videos, I'm all for that shit. I'm all for it. So, that's all the fuck I wanted to say, man. I'm not dealing with these Manosphere niggas, man. I'm not dealing with them and taking them seriously like that. They're just gonna keep saying the same shit over and over again. Like, come on now. Y'all been saying the same shit for years now, bruh. Y'all should have something different by now. Y'all should have been done expose me for being a deadbeat that y'all say I am. Or something. Like, y'all should have been able to get together and, let y'all little powers combine and shit and figure something out to where you can say something more than what I told y'all years ago. Wasn't doxed, exposed, or anything. I told y'all I had multiple kids and multiple women years ago, man. Like, stop playing with me. You have to have something more to say than what I said to you. Prove what I'm saying in my videos is trash, or it's irrelevant, or it's not true. Prove that. I didn't do the Michael Jackson lean like y'all niggas did. And I know y'all hate me for that. Cool. But take my videos and dispute what I'm saying with whether you got stats, whatever you got, anecdotes, whatever you got. Do that shit. This whole shit of just talking about me having kids, a whole video to disrespect what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That don't make no sense, man. All you niggas. I know y'all be goddamn going back and forth in with Cynthia. I know y'all weirdos because y'all could just not watch the shit. But I know y'all get mad at the shit she be talking about. I know y'all be upset. Y'all easy targets, really. Y'all get mad as opposed to ignoring people. But, I mean, if you're going to deal with me, specifically me, because y'all be going and, you know, trying to take her videos and break them down and do all this shit. Do that shit to my videos, man. Deal with me like that real quick. Please. I mean, I'm begging you at this point. Deal with me like that. At least there could be a respectable discord if we're going to have one. It can at least be respectful. And I can respect you niggas for at least dealing with what I'm talking about. The shit y'all doing I don't respect. And that's why I call y'all bitch ass niggas. It's appropriate at this point. Stop acting like bitch ass niggas. And go at what I'm talking about. Show me how I'm not living what I'm saying. Debunk the merits of my arguments on my videos. Do that. That's all the fuck I wanted to say, yo. I know this shit was a little longer. But I'm not going to deal with these niggas no more, man. If they're not going to come real. Like, come to me real, man. That's all I'm asking. If y'all talk about building up black men, which you claim y'all talk about that, then build y'all selves up to enough to at least have a better argument or at least come to the things that I say. Like, that's manhood shit. That's man shit. Broke babble, assuming I'm broke and all this other shit, man, that ain't real shit, man. That ain't real. And y'all gonna be bitch ass niggas and me until y'all come out here real, man. Come talk to me. That's all the fuck I wanted to say, y'all. I'm out.